Welcome back to video number 2. I'm glad you made it. Let's continue with where we picked up in our series of how to buy your first home ever. Now that you are pre-approved and you found an agent, you know exactly how much you can afford, and your lender has told you if you buy a house for this much, this is what your monthly payments would be. Now we're ready to start doing some research. Start looking online. Go to Realtor.com, go to your agent's website, but please, whatever you do, don't use Zillow. Zillow, while it has a very user-friendly interface, is notorious for having completely out-of-date information. I cannot stand it when my clients email me and say, I just found the perfect house, we have to go see it on Thursday, and I can't find it on the MLS. So I say, where did you see this property? And I find out they saw it on Zillow, and when I go look it up, it turns out that house sold 6 months ago. We need to be looking at houses that are actively available and not even contingent or pending, which means they've already accepted an offer from another buyer and they're under contract. They're just still offering it on the MLS in case that buyer were to cancel, then they could continue to get backup offers. There's a saw going outside. Gotta wait till the guy stops sawing wood. Tip number 5, learn all about your local market. Is it a buyer's market where you can come in with a lower priced offer, or is it a seller's market where there are very few houses for sale and tons of buyers, so there's lots of demand? How long does it take for homes to go under contract? Do they go under contract within 3 or 4 days, or are they taking a month or 2 before they are pending? What is the sales price compared to their asking price? Do they sell for 90% of the asking price? Full price? Do they sell for more than their asking price? Every market is different, and it totally depends on the supply and demand in your area. And finally, do the sellers often contribute to the buyer's closing costs? If this is a very typical scenario, then when you ask for closing costs, they're not going to be surprised at all. These are all things that your realtor will help you find out by pulling statistics from the MLS prior to your making an offer on something. Tip number 6, now it is time to actively start house hunting. So ideally you have sat down with your agent and you have said, these are what I need. I need 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It has to be more than 1,500 square feet. It needs to be in a good school district, and it needs this, this, and this. These are the things that I would like to have, but if the house doesn't have those, I'm okay with it if it has everything else. Your agent will set up a search for you in the MLS and preferably look only for houses that are, again, actively for sale. They are not pending with another buyer. They will start emailing you properties however frequently you want. It can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be real time. My MLS system will let you send texts, so that it will go Texas. My MLS system will let me send texts. So the minute a new property comes on the market, bang, it gets you a text sent right to your phone immediately. There's no time delay at all. When you see a house online that seems like it has everything that you're looking for, call your agent, send them an email, say that you want to make a time to see this property. Typically 24 hours in advance is best unless you already have an appointment set. So let's say that it's Thursday night, you're planning on going out with your agent on Saturday. Send them a list of all the houses that you really want to see at least 4 or 5 hours in advance, but the day before is better simply because there are a lot of sellers that will require X number of hours advance notice to show. You know, getting your house ready for sale is really a pain in the rear end. They got to clean, they got to get out of the house when they know you're coming, they got to figure out what to do with the dogs. They want to turn on all the lights, and they want to make it smell good, and they want to have soft music playing, and so they just can't do all of that with half an hour notice. So they need a little bit of advance notice. 2 hours is usually the bare minimum, but if you can set that appointment the day before, that way your agent has time to say, okay, we're going to go here, and then 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 we're going to go here, and they're trying to arrange all of this stuff, and that just simply takes time. What happens if your offer doesn't get accepted? Let's say there were 3 different buyers and somebody else just had a stronger offer than you. That's okay. We're going to look at it as a learning experience. If the agent will tell you what the other offer was that they took,
then you'll kind of know, how did that one compare to yours? And maybe the next time you write an offer, you can tweak a few things so that yours is a little bit stronger. And if you have to go through 3 or 4 offers before you get a house, that is not uncommon at all in the seller's market. So try not to stress about it too much, and definitely don't wait until the last minute before you start house hunting. Alrighty, you've made it to the end of video number 2. I hope that was helpful. Stick with me, we've only got one more to go, a couple more tips. The top 10 tips to help you buy your first home ever. I'm Karen Carr with Keller Williams Coastal Area Partners in Savannah, Georgia, and I'll see you on the next one.